Hey guys. Hey guys, today is February the 6th, 2021, obviously. So anyhow, like I said, there would be a future video for all of our history. Well, here it is. This has all the historical ads from the Heart Powers Clean Up to the Fleet Line series. Or no, the Super series it has it. Or no, never mind, the 3 digits are in here. So, this is part 1. Part 2, I think, has everything from the 3 digits up. Well, this shows, I think, the 770 and 880, I think. So, I looked at this a little bit yesterday. Not yesterday, the day before. So, let's see here. Right here, James Oliver started making plows in the 1850s. And receives this first, no, whatever. But anyhow, in 1929, the merge of four non-competing companies, Oliver and Nicholas and Shepard, America Seeding, and Harpar gave the Oliver Farm Equipment Corporation a full line of equipment from tillage through harvest. And then later on, the hay equipment and everything else. And that ran, obviously, some of you guys may know. Most of you guys probably know if you've already watched this channel. Oliver ran from that date clean up to I can't remember when the heck White merged with Oliver, then later on White bought Oliver out. It was somewhere in the 60s. I want to say the late 60s, early 70s is whenever it became White Motor Company bought Oliver out, Cockshot, and later on Moline. Who else did they buy out? I think that was the main, basically all the equipment companies that combined with Oliver, so. And later on, White Farm Equipment was bought out by AGCO in the 90s, the late 90s, is whenever AGCO bought White. And, but there's the Oliver Chilled Plow, and I was looking to see if they had the price in here, but I don't know. Some of them show the price of what the tillage equipment and everything was. So, but if you guys are wondering, right here is where the heck the, Oliver Chilled Plows Works was, South Bend, Indiana. So, let's see. Right here, modern farm tools are needed to meet modern farm conditions, which Oliver was indeed definitely ahead of their day and time, basically. So, I'm trying to see if I could find the picture of the tractor in here. The one that Oliver made for themselves before they bought Harpar. This talks about more about the Oliver Chilled Plow, so. And, there's the Superior Grain Drill. The American Seeding Machine Company, Incorporated, Springfield, Ohio. And, see, this is what your lineup was. You had the corn planter, looks like a bean drill, a lime sower, a corn and cotton drill, manure spreader you could get. Here's more. Alfalfa drill, 5-disc drill, and Buckeye cultivators. Yeah, it's right there in small print, but, see, here is what the Harpar tractors look like, and Nicholas and Shepard's tractor, too, basically. So, it's right here, Nicholas and Shepard, right here it is, Nicholas and Shepard Company, Battle Creek, Michigan. So, because these are, what the heck is, trying to think if, these are steam, I think. I'm not 100% sure, though. Pretty sure these are the steam engines. Because later on, Harpar came out with a combustible engine. And, it might be in here. But, yeah, right there it is. The gasoline tractor. Let's see if I could find the history here. The Harpar Company, Charles City, Iowa. Right there it is. It's So I was trying to see if I could find what year it was. Let's see if it's in here. But, trying to get through here because this is 190 pages, I think. 190 pages, and we're only on page 16, so we got quite a ways to go. But, see, this is what, I don't remember, but right here it is. Basically, the Harpar 30 later on became the Oliver 60, and I think it's in here somewhere, too. But, the internal combustion engines were all... This is basically what started the gasoline tractors, was the internal combustion engines from Harpar, because they were the first maker of them. Then Oliver went to 6 cylinders, which made Oliver the top 6-cylinder builder. So, you can see there's the Harpar 30. And, just trying to get to the fleet lines, because it's more the interesting, no, this is more interesting, because then later on, let's see where the heck it is here. But later on, this is what it came to be. The Oliver Farm Company, Farm Equipment Company, consisted of Harpar, Nicholas and Shepard, Oliver, and America Seating. They were all combined companies to form Oliver Corporation. And, I have that. I don't know if it says it on my flag or not. I think it does. I'm not sure, because I have that exact same Oliver flag with the Harpar in the center. But, I'm trying to think, because this is a lot of ads in here, but I'm just trying to skim through them, because it's just a lot of pictures of stuff. And actually, there's the Harpar row crop. But, let's see here, where the heck, trying to find, whenever Harpar and Oliver, whenever Oliver got rid of Harpar, well, actually, right here it is. So this is what the, I believe this is a 60 or a 70. I'm not 100% sure, but you can see right here a little bit. Oliver, then Harpar, real small underneath it. Then later on, it's in here somewhere. Yeah, right here. Then later on, they just discontinued the Harpar completely and just made it Oliver with the Oliver row crop. So, well, that one I think still says Harpar on it, but you can't make it out. But yeah, there's the standard 60 right there. It is. And the 6, if it had an inline 6 in it, I think you were optional to get that. So, yeah. It was 6-cylinder, smooth and quiet power, self-starting, implement power lift, variable speed governor, and fingertip control, which Oliver was definitely even ahead of their time back in, I don't even know what year this would have been, probably 1929, 1930, somewhere around there. Might even be like the early 40s, I don't know. But just before the fleet lines, I can tell you that. So, let's see here. Modern 6-cylinder power for your type of farming. Right there it is. And Oliver was running 6 cylinders, while everyone else was running like 4 and 2 cylinders. John Deere and International. Well, John Deere was running 2, and International stepped it up to at least 4 cylinders. So. But John Deere ran with 2 cylinders clean up to, like, they made the 30-20 and the 40-20 and all them, so. Why Oliver's running on 6 cylinders from way at the beginning, so. Let's see what we could find elsewhere in here. So, there's the 70 again, which you can get it later on. They were all supposed to be on steel wheels, but it looks like Gissman has tires in the front, but it was later on, everything just got switched to tires and rubber, so. And there's your Grainmaster right here. But I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that's the actual price for the 70 row crop back when, let's see what year, if it's in here. Actually, rubber tired 70s are available at $902 something, and self-starter at $952, which, trying to find a tractor like that, even used for that price nowadays, it's not even, you might as well forget it. So, but that's what your price tag is for the 70s, so, and it's the 2 to 3 plow, means that's how many bottoms of plow you can use. See, the 2 to 3 bottom plow range, which it talks about more about that in the Super and Fleetline series, because this is just Oliver's beginning right here, and you can see this is the one whenever they got rid of all the Hart part name on it completely and just made it Oliver. So, let's see, page 151 now. So, trying to skim through this so that way it doesn't make a 40-minute long video. That way it's really not boring just sitting here looking at pictures and reading off stuff. So, but right there's the Oliver Superior manure spreader, the Superior grain drill. What else do they show in here? There was something really cool in here, and I'm trying to find it. I don't think it was out back a little bit more. And, if I don't even remember what the heck it was, but, it's a little different, that's for sure. So, there's the 60, the Oliver 60, and just trying to skim through here to get a little bit more history on it, but, even just to get some more history, but anyhow, I think, what tractor is this one that's in the picture, but, anyhow, I think this is what started lights on tractors too, actually. I'm not 100% sure on that, but, if there's the 60, they made an 82, but I don't know if it's in here, but there's the 70 again. Just trying to skim through to get up to the newer style tractors, because there's a lot more history on them. And just trying to see if I could find a price tag on how much it'd be for a whole set of everything on one of these, but I don't know if they even tell you in here. And there's a 70 with a set of cultivators, and you can get a disc, a plow, a 2, 3, and a 4 bottom disc plows, and a grain drill or seed drill, whatever you want to call it, a grain master or corn master picker right there. It'd be nice if they gave you like the prices in here, like some ads do, but they really don't. But here's the Oliver cleat tracks, and they made, let's see where they were made. The Cleveland Tractor Company, Cleveland, Ohio, I think is where these were made. I'm not 100% sure. I don't have one here to look at the serial tag to see, but, I'm trying to see if I can find it more. There's a little picture of the cleat track and an Oliver 70, I think is what that is, 60 or 70. But anyhow, this is what's really cool, is that you could use the cleat track all around farm tractor. So you can, right here's the HG, the B, the A. I don't know if they have the OC3 in here or not. It might be a little too new yet. But anyhow, you can do cultivating with it. You can do basically dirt work. You can do dozing, mowing, loading, different jobs, difficult places, and whatever the heck that is. And this is more like talking about the plows, but I mean, if there's something you guys want to talk about, go ahead and just put it in the comments, and I'll go back over this book and look at, like, the certain thing, like the plow. I can find all the plows and look at all them. I just don't want to make this video entirely too long, so, let's see here. We're on page 77 now, so, We're slowly moving up there, but there's a plow. And this is a lot of the plows here, so. And right here, I think, was Oliver start the 6-speed tractors, too, so. Which is the later 70. And, yeah, because this is whenever they discontinued Hart Park completely, because it says row crop 70. 6 cylinders, 6 speeds, so. If you guys don't know Oliver's that well, the 6-speed is the road gear. So, because before, Hart Pars and the early Olivers were all on steel wheels, so you could only gear it up to a certain amount of gears before else you'd be bouncing all over hex creation and bouncing the hell out of the tractor, so, let's see here if I could find some more. Right here it is. We'll just read this one, because it says, Oliver engineers referred to it as the torque curve, but to you, it is the performance of a Husky high compression engine that makes you, whatever the heck that word is, we're just not even going to skip that, marvel at the amount of work it can do in so little time. All of our engineers designed it for versatility, but you know it means the many more jobs you will be doing with power from your tractor, so. Anyhow, you could, at least the good thing is they had a good bit of different tillage tools out and everything back then, but not as many as they did now, but, let's see here, I'm trying to find some more history here, but here we go. Now we're back into the second century. This is all of the fleet lines, the 66, this is what the fleet lines consisted of, the 66, 77, and 88, and, so let's see here what we could find out now. And they made these in a standard too. They made them in a standard 66, a standard 77, and a standard 88. So, trying to see if I could find any more. But there's all your tractors right there, and the crawlers and everything else you need. So, there's your shifting pattern with the 6-speed forwards, the direct drive power takeoff, and, in this tractor, if you guys want to know what the 66 is, it is the 2 to 3 plow, or never mind, it's the 2 plow tractor. And, if you don't know what Tech 2 to plow means, it means you can either plow with a 1 bottom or a 2 bottom. That's all it can consist of. But I've seen people plow with 3 bottoms of the 66, so, and you could get a 66 in a gas or diesel, and trying to find a 66 in a diesel was really hard, actually. I've only seen, they're out there, you just gotta know where to look for them, but, I know there's only, like, quite a few handfuls at, so, the rest of them I've seen are all gas 66s. Someday, I really would like to have a diesel 66, or one of them, so, let's see here. The director of PTO, let's read about this. And it is the independence of the tractor transmission clutch. It delivers steady, uncorrupted power to your PTO-driven machines, maintains unperformance speed regardless of the travel stops. The Oliver PTO is powered directly from the engine flywheel. So basically what this is the handle here, it has a set of PTO clutches in there. And since it's directly fed off the flywheel of the tractor, or off anything that's moving on the tractor. So, damn, bulk wants to fall back down. But anyhow, you hook up your implement here, like we'll hook up we'll just say a mower to it. And if you engage it, it takes the pressure off the PTO clutches, and then it lets the PTO spin, so basically not hard. It's just a pain in the ass to work on them, but... Well, here's your Ridemaster seat, so, says Real Comfort is now for the first time available to tractor driver, so, let's see, the Ridemaster seat is different from any other seat ever put on tractors. You haven't seen anything like it before, or expect the comfort it can give you. So get over and get to your Oliver dealer and learn about another Oliver. I guess it's a contribution or something like that to better farming, living, and working. So these are actually I don't even know what the but anyhow, enough with that. But there's your Oliver. There's the 66 again. Let's see here. More like doing a book walk than anything else, but here's the Oliver hydraulic threader. It has the hydraulic needle operated. It has hydraulically operated needles that carry the ties around the bell. This Oliver Bailu Master requires only one man. Bell's 30% faster than any ordinary manual time machine. So, there's your, we're just gonna say it's a baler because it's the early style of baler. So, there's another picture of it in the 77. And there's a, I think that's a combine, I think, right there. So, yeah, right here it is. Right here's the combine, so I'm trying to find some more on it. But there's your standard 88. Those are also available in gas and diesel. Here's the other tractor that they, added in. It's not the Super 99. It doesn't have a Detroit in it, but it has a regular, let's see if it is, but it's an Oliver 99 with a gas. You can get it in gas or diesel. I'm trying to see if it had the same engine. If it had I think it had a Waukesha in it, the same as all the other Olivers did. But there's your diesel engine. I'm trying to see if I think it had a Waukesha in it. But there's your, corn picker right there. They come out to your tractor, and then your pull behind corn picker, and there's your cultivator to cultivate between all your crops. That's the reason why they get the nickname a row crop, because of that reason. And that's a 66 too. I think most of these are 66s. And there's a 77. That might be an 88 in that picture. But, right here, announcing the new Oliver 3-point hitch, which is actually a lifesaver on some of these tractors. Because all the big tractors from the Supers, the Super 55 had them. I don't know about the rest of the bigger tractors out. But I know the 50 series and 55 series had them. So, this is what started it right here in the Fleetline series. So, see if they show any more. But there's the OC3, which I know this one pretty well because it has the same engine as a 1555, a 1650, I think, a 77 and a 770. They all have that same exact engine, that powered disc engine. So let's read a little bit about this. It says it says it's so all around useful. Your choice, and I don't know what that guy is. I think that's the tread width right there. So, you can narrow it up or make it wider. But there's your, you can use it as a loader, a picker, or you can even use it to sell lumber, I guess, because you can, yeah, because it has a belt pulley ran off the rear on it, so. But if you guys want to see if there's a better picture in here. But right here, that tractor there is a diesel. Come on, zoom in. Now maybe it'll work. But it is a 77 diesel. Because of the way the side shield is. Right here, you can somewhat see it. The little square in the side panel makes it a diesel. So, It says what makes one tractor better than another: smoother power, wide range of speeds, lower operating costs, which diesel, I'm assuming because it has a diesel one, independent power takeoff, easier riding, and plenty more where these came from. So, yeah, right there's a better picture of the diesel. So, trying to find one of those side skirts like that are really hard. So, there's your Oliver hay rake, there's your Oliver sickle mower, the baler again. Well, actually, never mind. Here's the new 100 baler. This is actually the baler, not what I forget what the other one was called. But see if they can. It says right off the bat, you'll save time. You thread for wire trying in can't even speak. For wire trying in less than 5 minutes. So Oliver's short knot, Oliver's leaf tightening construction, forced something feed units. So you can get yourself a mower too, a rake. Let's see what else they have. A baler. I don't know what else they have in here. I don't even know if they even have like the bigger Oliver hay mowers in here. They might be later on, but there's your manure spreader. Your Oliver Superior drill again. We're not even going to go over that because it's already been in here 20,000 times. But there's your there's a combine. So right here it is. Oliver self-propelled combine. I really don't know what the heck the date is on here because they don't have it. But it is Oliver self-propelled combine 33. So 33 is just a number, the same as with the Oliver 15. But yeah, we already seen the corn picker on the tractor, so a lot of these are just repeats. But here's the Oliver sprayer. I'm gonna say it's an Oliver because it's in the book, but it's actually an Iron Age sprayer, but we're just gonna say it's an Oliver because it says Oliver Iron Age, so we're just gonna roll with it. But there's the sprayer, OC6 again. I know what the next one is. This is the Supers right here. So, I know I talked about this a little bit in the last video. If you've ever watched it, go back and watch it if you want. But this, in case you guys are wondering I can't even speak, but wondering what started the Supers. So anyhow, if you guys, I don't remember what year it was all over 1954, or, yeah, 1954, Oliver came out with an experimental tractor called the XO121, and they don't have it listed in here. Why? I don't know, but anyhow, later on, since they conducted the test with the XO121, and it came up to pass all of the tests that they wanted it to do. Then later on, they went up and bumped a bunch of things up on the Supers. And there's two Supers, just the regular Super and an improved Super. So, yeah, well, that's not an improved Super, but an improved Super has, like, the Oliver, name inside the fenders, so, let's see here, what else? But anyhow, that's what started the Oliver Supers, because it consisted of the Super 55, the Super 66, Super 77, Super 88, the Super 99 is what it consisted of. And, we talked about the Super 55 already on my other video, so there's no point in talking over it again to make this video 10 minutes longer than what the heck it should be. So, there's your Super 88. I talked a little about the Supers last time, but there's your Super 77 diesel. Those were both diesels. Super 55 diesel. But you can see these ones have a 3-point hitch too. Yeah, the book doesn't want to cooperate now. But here's the Oliver Super 99. So, obviously, you guys all know, being competitive, they had to come up with a bigger tractor. And just a little Super series. So they came up with the Super 99 with a Detroit in it. Somewhere it shows, yeah, it's a GM diesel, but Detroit basically too. So, that's basically what they did with that. So, trying to see what plow range it was in, because they showed it in here, but I don't remember. Oh, well, no, me, I probably skipped over it already. So, this video is getting entirely too long already. So, but there's your baler, there's your little Super 55, a combine again. There's the newer style seed drill, or grain drill, whatever you want to call it. With easy fill, band seating attachment, life sealed disc bearings. So, and the new Oliver self-propel, or whatever the heck that word is, but we're just gonna roll with it. But, there's your other combine right there, pulling by a Super 77 or something. So, this is just basically a bunch of pictures with little descriptions. I'm not gonna sit here and read every description, but here's Oliver's 50 baler, the twine baler, because they made a wire baler, they made a twine baler. I don't remember what the other one was, but, dang it. But, there's your twine baler, like a lot of the new balers are. There's the new forage harvester. We should compare that to some of the new forage harvesters made today, and this is 19-something, 1950-something at least. So, we already seen all the pickers already. There's a, I'm gonna say that's a 3-point hitch sprayer right there. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say. But that's definitely interesting right there. But, I don't remember what the interesting thing was on here. But here's the Super 44. We're going to talk a little bit about this, because this was basically based off a little cub, or Farmall Cub. And, I think these mainly were made for the tobacco countries and stuff like that, because of just how skinny they were. They made them perfectly to fit between the rows of everything that they need. Yeah, it's for the vegetable growers, so, that's where a lot of those tractors were made from. And the Super 55, you bump that up. That was just an all-around tractor for your small farm, your big farm, medium-sized farm. It was just an all-around tractor, which it kind of says it right there. So, also, later on, I don't know if it has the 550 listed in here or not, but the Super 55 they made, which actually, they made the perfect industrial tractor, because you could use the sprayer, you could use the loader, you could use a plow, you can use you can use it as a backhoe. Anything you really want, but that's a really nice truck right there, whatever the heck it is. It's either a Ford or Chevy. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that's what one of them are. So, this is the interesting thing. Right here, the Oliver boat motor. And if you guys did not know Oliver made boat motors, then yeah, they did actually. They were made by, what the heck is it? I don't remember, but they were made at Battle Creek, Michigan, I'm pretty sure. Outboard boat motors is what it was, I think. But anyhow, the government was giving, Chris Leslie talked about this, but anyhow, they were giving farm equipment companies, or any companies, money to make, different stuff, and Oliver went and bought the, I think it was the outboard motor, company for making boat motors, so, anyhow, Oliver, it says 1954, so I'm going to say it's somewhere around there. So, anyhow, that's what Oliver did. They made boat motors for boats, and basically boats. So we're just going to roll with that. And then, and even give you the horsepower, too. I'm not sure what, I'm going to say the little numbers on the side consisted of 30 horsepower, 16, and 6 horse. I'm going to take a wild guess to say that's what it is. And I could be wrong, but, the newer tractor, now we're up to the 3 digits, which consisted of the 880. No, actually, never mind, it's right here. Never mind, no, it's not. But anyhow, I guess the Super 44, we're just going to tie that in with the Supers. We're just going to skip that. But 2 plow, that means it's a 2 bottom plow tractor. The new 550, 2 to 3 bottom plow tractor. Same with this, well, the 770 has a 3 to 4 bottom plow. 880, 4 to 5 bottom plow. I'll zoom in. But the 950 had a 5 to 6 plow range. The 990 with a Detroit in it, full 6 plow. And the $9.95. It was, and it was about the highest plow you could get back then. So we're just gonna roll with that. But that's what your three models were. We're just gonna put our hand over the super because it kind of went over with the supers. But there's your lineup right there of the 3 digits. So and there's Oliver's power boost drive. They had issues with that. So later on, this has nothing to do with this book because it's later on, whenever they made the 55 series, the 50, the 4 digits basically, they had the hydropower drive, which replaced the power boost drive because this gave them so much trouble on a lot of them. But let's see what it says. They don't really give a lot of information about it, but I know they were they always had trouble with the power boost drive, so that's the reason why they basically, I think, got rid of it by the end of the end of this 3 digits. So these had belt pulleys on them too, but a lot of them, by now, there is no belt pulleys that even people needed. So, but there's your plow, your disc, and which these tractors were also available in diesel and gas. They had a bunch of other options, but they don't have them listed. So, but there's Oliver's new combines. So, and corn sheller, I guess you can put it that way too. Another self-propelled combine. A lot of these had like 6-cylinder engines in them, like everything else did then. There's Oliver's baler again, an Oliver hay rake, the sickle mower. Now we're on to the last page, the 62 teeth twine baler. Back to the shellers, or corn pickers, whatever you want to go for, the combine. I don't remember what all the Oliver model combines are. You'd have to go back and look at the video I made. So, and this wasn't even all of them. This is just part 1 of the book. This isn't even... Anyhow, we're going to step this up, because this is the last page, basically. So, if you guys did not know, Oliver made the 500. If you guys didn't know that. I don't remember who the heck they were made by. I don't think they were made by Oliver. But, I don't know what this one is, but there's one of the, prototype tractors, or experimental ones, one of the two. It really doesn't show it. But, it just says the Oliver Corporation's idea of the tractor of tomorrow was unveiled in Columbus last month at the Ohio showing of the new Oliver line. So, I don't remember them showing anything about that tractor, but there's your picture again. And, right there's the website you guys can get on. And, in front of it, obviously. So, as always, don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe.